Yep.
Excuse me. It sounds like a sight.
Yeah.
How are you, Amy?
It's not Friday yet, so it could be better.
Looking for anything added that I didn't catch?
Hey, Bill.
A present for you.
Oh, super. Rob's not here tonight?
No.
Oh.
You'd love it.
All right, I will knock it out.
Knock it out. The other deal is going to be tomorrow. He's almost.
Okay.
Almost.
Almost.
Just a smidge.
It's all right. It's
Yep.
all right. We'll get there.
Now, you ain't walking, so you'll be fine.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Yeah, the next one's fine.
Good.
So one of the reps at the Iowa League of Petty annual conference that I met, he does.
Hi, Rob.
Mark City
Rob. Hey, Rob.
Lighting and stuff like that. LED light, yeah. And he's out in Minneapolis.
Traveling, Rob?
The 7th.
I know. He's not be able to hear me.
Talk with somebody.
No, he's got to work late, so he's doing both.
Oh, okay.
You don't have anything. Or can I just give?
You can just give my contact.
I'll do that.
Looks longer than it is.
Yeah, right. That's what I thought too. I was reading it. I was like,
It was kind of interesting talking about the city thing too, you know.
Smart,
Yeah.
smart. All this electronic crap just fails. Sorry, Mr. Negativity. I like being
He's
smart.
an engineer.
I'm not sure it ain't smart anymore. Thanks, yeah.
Only the smartest in that.
Just because you can do math.
Hey, how's it going,
doesn't mean
Steve?
you're smart at it.
I got an anonymous letter from another school board member. It showed up on Saturday. Oh. Just because you're.
and we're without Kim tonight too, right?
Yeah, she's in
Portland.
Portland.
Oregon?
Yep.
Oh wow.
She got her purse. She got her purse stolen.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
jeez.
no.
Did she have her phone in there too?
Nope, she has her phone,
Okay.
but all of her credit cards, everything
Oh, that sucks.
gone. Her purse got
Oh,
poor stolen. thing.
That
Oh, yeah.
sucks so
How's
bad.
she gonna get back with, does she have other identification?
What's that?
Do you have other identification to be able to
No,
board a
they're
flight?
sending. Well, she's got a picture of her driver's license on her phone. So
Okay.
hopefully that'll work.
Yeah, because I was wondering about that when I was in Nashville. It's like if I lost my license, how would I get on the plane to get back here?
Or,
You
or
know.
apparently I don't
Yeah.
know. Because
You have your passport, but who carries that?
I don't have a passport. Yeah, maybe I should get one before the next presidential election.
I just got notification Dick's not going to be in tonight. Rob's dialed in. And
Okay.
that's what we're going to run with. So
Well, it is 5:30.
welcome everybody. Regular council meeting, October 6th, 2021. Roll call, please.
Jerry Mowinkle,
Couldn't hear. Here,
Amy Wickendall,
Here.
still not coming through.
Hello. Hello.
My mic's not on.
Yeah, they're not on.
there we go.
All right.
Start over. Jerry Mowinkle,
Here,
Amy Wickendall,
Here.
Rob Archibald, Dick Olson, Steve Dodson.
Here. Perfect. Approval of the agenda.
So moved.
second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of the consent agenda.
So moved.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Perfect. Citizens input. Is there anybody from the audience that would like to approach the mic and discuss anything that's not on the agenda? Feel free to come on up. If not, we're going to move on to reports. Reports from council, myself. Go ahead, Steve.
I have a couple. Attended the September 21st Water Board meeting. A couple of things. They're going to do some preventive maintenance on well number 7, which is located at 1410 Robbins Road. Last time that was looked at was in 2012. Also, secondly, they're going to upgrade the SCADA system, which is the Supervisory Control and Data Acquisition System for the water treatment plants. The current software is obsolete and no longer supported. And then third, the Turtle Creek Park project started on September 20th, and they're going to install a water line from the meter building at well number 10 and go south approximately 547 feet to the park. And then that water line will be used for well number 11 when it's determined that another well is needed. So that's the water board. And then also on September 21st, attended the Lynn County Crime Stoppers Board. And they had 2 tips that resulted in 2 separate entities were awarded gratuities for turning in and for 2 felony arrests. So the tip
Perfect.
line works.
Perfect.
That's all I have.
Okay.
Okay, I attended the planning and zoning meeting. And just a side note before the meeting to kind of get myself together, and I recommend this for anybody. I did a drive-about with Pat and had the opportunity to see things in our past, our present projects, and what's coming down the line. And driving around and seeing these things kind of made things concrete rather than, doing it myself and wondering. But anyway, in the meeting, at the meeting, they took up the Timber Creek Estates rezoning A to R1, and also approved the final plan, unit development plan for the Edgewood Village, and also the preliminary plat for street design development, inclusive of the detention basin, fire lanes, and utilities. So that was it.
Awesome. Well, I attended the groundbreaking for the
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
the multifamily and 5,000 square foot of commercial, and big crowd there. It was exciting to see that getting started. And then on Sunday, I went and spent a little time with the fire department, and they were up there doing the training on that house that Tim Wilson donated to burn. And good crowd up there. I think they did a lot of training up there that
Yep.
is hands-on and real time instead of some of the stuff that's simulated. So I think it's a good turnout.
Yep.
We used a lot of water. Yep. So anything else? Anybody? Okay, we're going to move right on to business. First item for business is a presentation by Maggie Burgers with Spear Financial, and there she is. Welcome, Maggie. Yep.
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Should be a public hearing. I'm gonna tell him that's a good idea and have him run it like a public hearing. Because we get all the notices and everything. You okay with it?
Well, thank you, Maggie. It's sounds wonderful to me. It sounds like the city's in wonderful shape as far as financial, and love hearing that. So, any questions from anybody else? Absolutely.
I agree.
Anybody else? If not, thank you very much, Maggie.
You're the same. Thank you.
Okay, number 7, Mayor's Proclamation, and Amy has volunteered. Take it away, Amy.
All right, excellent. So we have a proclamation. Let's see here. So, City of Hiawatha, Iowa Mayor's Proclamation. Whereas the City of Hiawatha is committed to ensuring the safety and security for all of those living and visiting our state. And whereas fire is a serious public safety concern both locally and nationally, and homes are the locations where people are at the greatest risk from fire. And whereas home fires killed more than 2,770 people in the United States in 2019, according to the National Fire Protection Association, and fire departments in the United States responded to 339,500 home fires. And whereas smoke alarms sense smokes well before you can, alerting you to the danger in the event of fire in which you live and have as little as 2 minutes to escape safely. And whereas working smoke alarms cut the risk of dying in reported home fires by half. And whereas Hiawatha residents should ensure that everyone in their home understands the sound of the alarms and knows how to respond. And whereas Hiawatha residents who have planned and practiced home fire escape plans are more prepared and therefore will be more likely to survive a fire. And whereas Hiawatha residents will make sure that their smoke and CO alarms are in the needs of all of their family members, including those with sensory and physical disabilities. And whereas Hiawatha first responders are dedicated to reducing the occurrence of home fires and home fire injuries through prevention and protection education. And whereas Hiawatha residents are responsive to public education measures, are better able to take personal steps to increase their safety from fire, especially in their home. And whereas the 2021 Fire Prevention Week theme, Learn the Sounds of Fire Safety, effectively serves as to remind us it is important to learn the different sounds of smoke and carbon monoxide alarms. Therefore, Mayor Bill Bennett does proclaim that October 3rd through the 9th, 2021 is Fire Prevention Week throughout the state, and urges all people of Hiawatha to learn the sounds of fire safety for Fire Prevention Week 2021 and to support the many public safety events and efforts of state fire and emergency services.
Perfect. Thank you, Amy. All right. I'll be happy to sign that. Okay, we're going to move on to number 8, public hearing to consider voluntary annexation application submitted by Daniel R. and Deborah L. Remington and KNS Investments, LLC, Matt Schrock, member. And we'll start the public hearing at 5:53. Is there anybody in the audience that would?
Mr. Mayor, if I may,
Yeah, jump in.
the city would like to enter into the public hearing record the summary of voluntary annexations for the city of Hiawatha.
Okay.
When the city of Hiawatha receives a request for annexation, we look to see whether the annexation is 100% voluntary, determine if the annexation makes sense for our community, and if we can support the area with adequate infrastructure in a timely manner. If these requirements can be met, we move forward and plan for utility installations to expedite development, to stimulate the economy and metro areas as well. The city invested over 10 years ago in improving and expanding city utilities, water, sewer, and road infrastructure in the area with potential annexation as we plan for urbanization. Annexation is truly the city's response to urbanization as more people live and work in a central metro area. Urbanization creates social, economic, and environmental changes, which provide an opportunity for sustainability with the potential to use resources more efficiently, to create more sustainable land use, and to protect the biodiversity of natural ecosystems. Parks, as an example. The city is cognizant of its natural ecosystem, adding trails with natural products, leaving wooded areas and plant species that promote birdwatching, hiking, and stormwater. Annexation ensures greater equity for both the city and its taxpayers. When property owners are annexed, they share in the benefits and the responsibilities of living within the city. Furthermore, through annexation, a city can avoid some of the issues experienced by many other cities whose boundaries cannot be expanded. Our smart growth plan consists of community building and maintaining sustainability, healthy neighborhoods. This includes designing developments for long-term livability, safeguarding the environment, and expanding transportation choices. In developing our comprehensive plan, we encouraged and promoted citizen input along with holding input meetings. It was those meetings with public input that provided for a flexible future land use plan. The plan reflects a healthy neighborhood development that includes the following: a range of housing types with allowable transition from types of single-family housing to multifamily housing, balanced and diverse housing, filling the gap of housing and cost and accessibility, commercial/neighborhood villages, and industrial areas. Annexation is a key tool in the orderly development and maintenance of the city. Property owners within the city's boundaries can take advantage of many city services and benefits financed by city tax dollars. Streets, public facilities, parks, and recreation activities are funded with public dollars. A boundary change such as this is an effort to identify the limits of the city in an orderly fashion. This helps to eliminate confusion so future property owners can determine the expectations and requirements of living within the city boundary. This best practice is used for general guidance only. It is intended to be flexible and may be varied under circumstances and in such a manner as the city determines to be appropriate.
Thank you, Pat.
Mr. Mayor, if I may,
Yes.
just to make sure that the record's clear, tonight's public hearing is about to consider the voluntary annexation application. This is not about any potential uses or any rezoning that may come back to the city at a different time. So with that,
Right. Okay. Okay. Is there anybody in the audience that would like to speak in favor of the annexation? Please approach the mic and state your name. And
Good evening. Excuse me. Good evening. My name is Matt Schock, KNS Investments, 3506 County Home Road. I'd like to touch on something. I drove around here recently too, and I can't tell you within the last time we've probably spoken how much has changed a little bit and come online. And this is, I'm gonna. Yeah, here you go.
we had a short person here last time.
High tech. There you go. I guess in a nutshell, I share the city's enthusiasm. It's pretty exciting out there. It's kind of the right end of growth. From an engineering standpoint, when we looked at the property originally, we already know we planned ahead and have sewer and water out there, roadway upgraded. We're right next to the interchange. You're going to hear about some other developments coming online here that you'll have to discuss a little bit later. We're within a mile of that, and we're on the primary detour route when Tower Terrace goes online. So we're really excited. Have a great relationship with the staff. My partners are excited. Just asking for you to let us join your team. So,
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you,
Do have
Matt.
any questions?
Thank you.
All right. Anybody like to come up to the mic and speak in not in favor of the project? Please come up and state your name and address. Anybody? If not, we're going to close the public hearing at 5:59.
Mr. Mayor?
Anything in the
Yes,
we
we
did
have
get a letter in the
something
mail. Okay.
October 4th, 2021, to the city of Hiawatha. RE annexation of the land at approximately 3506 County Home Road, Lynn County. I don't normally like telling people what to do with their property. I also do not like others imposing their wishes on me. This proposed annexation is headed in that direction. If I wanted to live in a city, I would move to one. I do not. With that in mind, I also do not want any city moving to me. As a lifelong resident of Lynn County, at the age of 70, and a member of one of the oldest families in this county, I have no desire to live under city regulations. Lynn County has enough regulations already. I like country living and want things to stay that way. This annexation is a step in the wrong direction. It will allow green spaces to disappear as they become replaced by concrete and buildings. The crop fields around this area are being eliminated to build more homes. The environment will be permanently impacted. Signed, Lonnie Oliphant, 3628 5th Street, Toddville, Iowa.
Okay, thank you. Okay, anything else, anybody? All right, A, consider resolution approving the voluntary annexation application submitted by Daniel R. and Deborah L. Remington and NKNS Investments LLC, Matt Schrock, member of property located known as 3506 County Home Road, Cedar Rapids, Iowa.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Rob Archibald, Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Mowinkle.
Aye.
Okay, number 9, consider request from Brain Engineering to rezone the part of the northwest fourth of section 19-84-7, City of Hiawatha, Lynn County, Iowa, laying easterly of Edgewood Road, accepting therefore or therefrom parcel A of plot of survey number 2255 and the future existing of the south 20 feet of the west 170 feet of said northwest fourth, northwest 1/4 in Lynn County, Iowa, from A to R1, amending the zone district map as specified in ordinance 165, section 165.17, located at the 2900 block of Edgewood Road.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, sir.
before considering, this is actually a public hearing.
Yep.
So you will have to open a public hearing.
Okay. All right. With all that being said, we will open the public hearing at 6:02. Is there anybody that would like to speak in favor of this rezoning? And if, okie dokie.
Doug Brain, 1540 Midland Court, Cedar Rapids. Nothing to really add, just answer any questions anyone have. And then one thing, I know last week there was a question about how it says the west 170 feet, and we figured that out, that it was going to the center of the road
Right.
as opposed to the property line. Just wanted to clarify that.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Doug.
Luke Burt Holmes. We're actually the proposed developer here.
Okay, Luke.
We actually we are excited about the possibility of being able to develop this. We live just up the road at the north end of Pines at Turtle Creek currently, where we developed a couple acres north there and built a few houses. And so we saw this and we're like, wow, that could be a cool opportunity for us to stay in the neighborhood. And we intend to, if everything is approved, the way that it's the preliminary plat is that we will actually end up building our house on the north side of that in a larger lot. So staying in the neighborhood, but also, so that's showing. I think that's up next, actually. But yeah, we love the area, love the neighborhood, excited for the possibility to be able to develop this and bring some additional value. So, yeah. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Luke.
Thank you.
Okay. Did we receive anything in the mail?
No.
Okay, great. Then we'll close the public hearing at 6:04.
Mr. Mayor, you need to see if anyone's opposed.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Anybody opposed to the project, please stand up and approach the mic. See, everybody loves what's going on out there. All right, then we'll close the public hearing at 6:04 and A, consider first reading.
So move.
Second.
Roll call.
Rob Archibald, Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Mowinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall.
Aye.
B, consider waiving second and third reading.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And finally, consider adoption.
So moved.
Second.
And roll call.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Mowinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Rob Archibald.
Okay, number 10, consider resolution approving the preliminary plot for Timber Creek Estates.
So move.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Mowinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Rob Archibald.
Number 11, consider resolution approving the preliminary plot for Edgewood Village Addition.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Got a lot of preliminary plots and a lot of developments. It's very exciting to have this many developments all at one time.
Very exciting.
Yeah. Yep. Roll call.
Jerry Mowinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Rob Archibald, Steve Dodson.
Aye.
Number 12, consider resolution approving the final planning unit development plan submitted by Hall and Hall Engineering, known as Edgewood Village Addition, Hiawatha, Iowa.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Rob Archibald, Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Mowinkle.
Aye.
Number 14, Village Center Urban Revitalization
13.
Plan. That's what I'm trying to say.
You skipped 13.
Oh, I'm sorry. Back to 13. Let's get it right. Number 13, consider resolution authorizing to proceed with a plan of improvements installation for Edgewood Village PUD.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Rob Archibald, Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Mowinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall.
Aye.
Number 14, Village Center Urban Revitalization Plan. A, consider resolution determining and the necessity of fixing a date for the public hearing on the matter of the adoption of the proposed amendment number 2 to the Village Center Urban Revitalization, you know what I'm trying to say.
Revitalization.
That's it. Plan for the Village Center Urban Revitalization Area.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, other than I can't say that word. God. Roll call, please.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Mowinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Rob Archibald.
Number 15, Hiawatha Urban Renewal Plan. A, consider resolution fixing a date for the public hearing on the proposal to enter into a development agreement with Hiawatha Properties LLC, 1760 through 1790 Robbins Road, and providing the publication of notice thereof.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? That's another exciting plan, as far as I'm, yeah.
Yeah.
Roll call, please.
Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Mowinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Rob Archibald.
Number 16, consider resolution authorizing the finance director to make the appropriate inter-fund transfers of sums and record this same in the appropriate manner for 2021 for the city of Hiawatha, Iowa.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call.
Jerry Mowinkle,
Aye.
Amy Wickendall,
Aye.
Rob Archibald, Steve Dodson.
Aye.
And number 17, consider resolution setting a public hearing date, October 20th, 2021, 5:30 PM to consider amending Hiawatha Code of Ordinance, Chapter 135, Street Use and Maintenance, 135.14 mailboxes to change the reimbursement amount.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
Yeah, it's about
Long
time.
overdue.
It's, yeah.
Wow. Pretty
and
cheap.
$75
Yeah.
is,
Not gonna happen.
yeah.
Roll call, please.
Amy Wickendall,
Excuse me. Aye.
Rob Archibald, Steve Dodson,
Aye.
Jerry Mowinkle.
Aye.
Okay, 18, placement for items on next work session or agenda. Anybody got anything?
No.
If not,
We're making a motion to adjourn.
Second.
everybody in favor, say
Aye.
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 perfect. We are adjourned at 6:10. Thank you, everybody, for coming.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah.
Good night.
Thanks, guys. You got it. Be in touch, man. Yeah, you go back there.
That's the way to handle it.
I think so.
Because
Signs, notices.
signs, notices, publication, prior meeting, setting a public hearing.
Anything,
Do what? I'm surprised it wasn't. I'm surprised that placeholder. I figured it would be between that and the other.
Good evening.
You too, Jerry.
So now, the next.